Can the Lakers win a silent war against their California rivals and land a defensive savior who could transform them from playoff pretenders into championship contenders? The Los Angeles Lakers have the offensive champion, but the defense of a lottery team. While Luka Doncic and LeBron James light up scoreboards night after night, the backline is bleeding points at an alarming rate, surrendering 115.9 per game and ranking 18th in the league. But the solution to this fatal imbalance may be on the way, and it brings with it a renewed rivalry that could define the entire Western Conference playoff picture. According to Breaking Market Analysis confirmed today, December 5th, 2025, by Clutch Points and Heavy Sports, the Lakers have identified their priority target, all-defensive wing Herbert Jones from the New Orleans Pelicans. However, Rob Pelinka isn't alone in this pursuit. The Golden State Warriors have also entered the race, creating a bidding war scenario for the best perimeter defender available on the market. The report reveals that both California rivals are actively exploring pathways to acquire Jones. But there's a technical obstacle that transforms this negotiation into a high-stakes chess match. Due to his recent contract extension worth $68 million, Herb Jones is not eligible to be traded until January 14, 2026. Until then, the Lakers and Warriors are in an arms race to assemble the package that will convince David Griffin apart with his defensive jewel. The clock is ticking, the competition is fierce, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Let's start with the fundamental question. Why Herbert Jones? Why is this relatively low-profile player generating such intense interest from two of the league's most prestigious franchises? The answer is simple. Jones isn't a name that sells tickets like Zion Williamson, but he's the player that coaches dream about having on their roster. He's what scouts call a defensive octopus, a player with a 7-foot wingspan and elite instincts who can legitimately guard positions 1 through 4 at an all-defensive level. The article notes that Jones helped hold Luka Doncic to just 24 points in a previous matchup. Now imagine Jones alongside Luka, taking on the toughest defensive assignment every single night, and allowing the Slovenian maestro to rest and conserve energy for his offensive brilliance. That's not just a luxury. That's a necessity for a team with championship aspirations built around a player who carries the entire offensive load. But Jones isn't just a defensive specialist anymore. He's evolved into a legitimate two-way player. He's shooting 36.2% from three-point range this season, a significant improvement that makes him a genuine floor spacer. He doesn't need the ball. He cuts intelligently to the basket, and he spaces the floor perfectly. That's the ideal complement to the gravitational pull of Luka and LeBron. Kevin O'Connor, one of the most respected voices in NBA analysis, didn't mince words about Jones's value. Jones is one of the premier defensive wings in the league, a player who changes schemes upon arrival, and he fits the Lakers' biggest need. The Lakers should make a push for Herb Jones. That's not just analysis. That's a mandate. The Lakers' defensive struggles aren't a minor issue that can be fixed with scheme adjustments or increased effort. They're a structural problem that requires a structural solution. Jones is that solution. Now let's talk about the battle for Jones, because this is where things get fascinating. The race will be decided by young assets. Who has the best trade currency? The Lakers are building their package around shooting and future potential. The Pelicans are one of the worst three-point shooting teams in the league, ranking 18th. The Lakers offer would center on Dalton Connect plus Rui Hachimura for salary matching plus draft picks. The logic is compelling. Connect is an elite young shooter who fills New Orleans' biggest offensive gap. Hachimura brings immediate scoring punch. It's a balanced package that helps the Pelicans both now and later, addressing their most glaring weakness while maintaining some competitive relevance. But the Warriors can offer something the Lakers simply cannot. Golden State has a potential all-star caliber young player in Jonathan Kuminga. If the Warriors put Kuminga on the table, analysts believe they have the edge. Kuminga has all-star potential that Connect hasn't proven yet. If the Pelicans want to blow up the roster and start over, Kuminga is a superior rebuilding piece. He's younger, more athletic, and has a higher ceiling. That's the Lakers' nightmare scenario. Losing out on Jones because they simply don't have a young asset that matches Kuminga's upside. There's another factor working in the Lakers' favor, though. Jones recently missed time with a mild right calf strain. Ironically, this injury might actually help Los Angeles. If Jones were completely healthy and dominating, his price would be untouchable. The injury, combined with the Pelicans' dismal record, forces New Orleans to consider selling. They need to rejuvenate and add offense. The injury cools the market just enough that a package focused on Connect becomes competitive. It's not ideal to trade for an injured player, but Jones's injury is minor, and the timing actually creates opportunity. January 14th looms as the critical date. That's when Jones becomes trade eligible, and that's when this silent war will explode into open conflict. Rob Pelinka has approximately 40 days to convince the Pelicans that Connect is the better fit than Kuminga. He needs to sell them on Connect's shooting, his fit with their roster, and his potential to help them climb out of the basement. If the Lakers fail to acquire Jones, the alternative is grim. The current defense, ranked 18th in the league, isn't good enough to stop teams like Oklahoma City or Denver in a 7-game series. Jones is the final piece. He's the difference between being a fun regular season team and a legitimate title contender. Think about what the Lakers would become with Jones in the lineup. You have Luka orchestrating the offense, LeBron providing veteran leadership and playmaking, Anthony Davis protecting the rim, and Jones locking down the opponent's best perimeter player every single night. That's a championship caliber core. That's the kind of balanced roster that can win in multiple ways and adjust to any playoff matchup. The Warriors' threat is real and serious. Golden State has proven they know how to win championships. They have the assets, they have the coaching, and they have the organizational credibility to make a compelling pitch to New Orleans. But the Lakers have something the Warriors don't. They have the specific piece that addresses the Pelicans' most glaring weakness. Connect shooting is exactly what New Orleans desperately needs. That's the Lakers' competitive advantage. And Pelinka needs a hammer that point home in every conversation with David Griffin. Acquiring Herbert Jones has moved from being a desire to becoming an existential necessity for J.J. Redick's Lakers. Elite offense is great, but defense wins championships. That's not just a cliche. It's a fundamental truth of playoff basketball. Jones brings the versatility, the toughness, and the basketball IQ that are currently missing from this roster. The battle against the Warriors will be fierce, but the Lakers have the shooter that the Pelicans covet. On January 14th, we'll know if Pelinka closed a deal that could define the entire season. What do you think, Lakers Nation? Can Pelinka outmaneuver the Warriors and land Herbert Jones? Is Dalton Connect enough to get this deal done? Or will Golden State's superior young assets win the day? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and smash that like button if you want to see Herb Jones anchoring the Lakers defense in purple and gold.